move right into snottyman. The song we covered by him was called "Power Up."
Yes.
You like that?
Power Up was a really cool song. I thought. I think we all enjoy that shit where he did the when the battery was getting low and he got to the low mode of his voice and then he powered up again towards the end of the song. Dope track. That's off his Blue Metal Dragon project from 2019. Now, honestly, it's probably be quick because he didn't have a ton of music.
No,
he had one album and one single that came up before the album.
Yeah,
the album cover was fire cover art.
Yeah, so
it reminded me
cool.
of like I think he get along with us. It seemed like a black he was into like anime and like the kung fu flicks and shit.
He had almost like a Bruce Lee kind of guy on the front.
Yes,
that's a good point.
Fei Long.
I got that vibe.
Right? It would look like Fei Long.
I get the vibes from his lyrics too, like that I would fuck with him like as a person. Like,
yeah,
like
I watched him perform one of his performances on YouTube. He was on a rooftop. Yeah, on a rooftop.
Shit.
On a rooftop.
Yeah.
And it was just him. He had another one of the one girl that's on the one song with him. She's on there with him performing. But yeah, man, he's just like talking. It's just him. He's on a rooftop. He's talking. You hear like, people every once in a while, but they're all just there enjoying. So I'm glad you're here, blah, blah, blah. All right, this is the next song, blah, 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 blah. And then he just raps. He's just by himself. And somebody puts his lyrics. Yeah. So
to me, I wrote down he probably is a more traditional rap artist.
Yeah.
Compared to compared to Trevor and Jelani, he's much more traditional.
Old school vibes.
Yeah, I wrote down like some of his tracks give me a 90s New York City feel.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, like the song Jim Kelly was the one that really stood out to me and reminded me of like I wrote down reminds me of 90s New York City.
Wu-Tang, man.
The beat and how he was rapping on it, the sound of he does sound like he would be a long lost child of Wu-Tang.
I said Diggable Planets because he's deep. He Diggable Planets meets Wu-Tang, like he put it together, like like that's his style. Man.
He does have some songs that are a little different, a little more out there.
Yeah,
but for a lot of his music, it did feel like 90s.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
East
That
Coast
a lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff. On there.
It just he just had
a lot of Dragon Ball Z bars.
Just he was bars with beats where he wasn't doing anything crazy with his voice.
No,
a couple songs like I said he did a little experimentation.
Yeah,
for the most part, it was just he had some dope lyrics, a nice flow over some fucking dope beats. Man, I was like, this is it's a nice way to end the week session. You know what I mean? We talked about the "Don't Smoke Weed" song earlier.
But that's like the most creative course.
Yeah, and that's
because it is so.
I'll tell you what, the vibe.
Yeah,
because I was smoking during that to that song.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, so that's one of my favorite. Like from a new artist we covered, like smoking songs.
Troy's like, right, don't smoke weed. Man.
Don't smoke weed. You might get high.
I was like, I am high. It's not. I am high. Listen to you right now, like for sure.
And it starts with a sketch of Chappelle Show, Tyrone Biggums sketch about drugs or whatever. I saw it, made me laugh immediately. But he seems, I don't know if you had anything else to say about him, but I just wanted to say, like, he just seems like...
Only to name songs, as we all know. So I'm not going to do that anymore.
Well, he only has one album.
Let me name every song off of the one album.
Yeah, he has one album,
no,
so just check the whole album.
I stopped after 6 songs. He only has, like, 18 songs on this project, so let me not do that.
I'm curious because I think that project came out like 2019 or some shit. So I'm curious if he takes this shit seriously or he just does it for fun. A lot of stuff, I mean, he's obviously really good. Yeah. And he has a talent, but a lot of the stuff I heard, it just sounds like, he was having fun in the studio, making some, references to some shows he likes and some jokes or whatever. So I wonder if he's just mad talented and is just doing this shit fucking around or if he's taking it seriously, whatever the case is. But from the one album and the one single, which that single, fucking Russian Espionage Flow, I think it was.
Yeah.
That was so dirty to me. Yeah. The beats are crazy, like you mentioned. Those are like my type of beats, those old school type beats, like MF Doom type shit. I got the Wu-Tang vibes. I wrote that down too.
The artwork for that was just the artwork for the album, just not finished. It was like not colored in.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he is kind of weird in some ways, but in a good way as well, I mentioned. But yeah, I'm curious if you have anything else to say because you are the hip hop historian. So
it took me back. The way he flowed took me back. He's his album was like that was underground. Like that's like you want to get into the like straight up underground. Like, yo, who is that? He remind me of I said the Diggable Planets meets Wu-Tang, but there was a artist back in the day.
Well,
that used to be.
While Bobby thinks about that,
Yeah, I'm gonna get him because he used to rock with J. Rue the Damager, and I can't think of him. I don't know if you all remember J. Rue.
No,
yeah, J. Rue was. But as soon as I pull up the dude, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I will get him real quick. Y'all go ahead and.
I'm gonna spiel these 4 songs I like real quick. 5 Years Left, Rock With Me, Unless I'm Fishing, and Ladies.
I love Ladies. I love the sample on that.
Ladies was so dope, man.
Yeah.
He's again, all 3 artists were really dope, and I think they all did something cool in their lane.
Yeah,
Snottyman was just different because he seemed more traditional in a sense, and it was a different kind of vibe from Trevor and Jelani for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoy that shit. I hope he makes more music, man.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Maybe he's someone who only puts it out when he feels like comfortable with it. Or who knows? Because maybe you go back and forth. What's the best way to release music? Constantly, so you're flooding it, or when you really feel you have something confident and proud to put out. I mean, some artists take forever. Now, usually you do that when you get a little more, when you reach a certain level.
Kendrick,
yeah. You can go away for 3 years and come back with a project, and people are like, oh, we missed you.
Yeah.
If you're a new artist upcoming, you can't take 3 years off because it's like, well, who's this guy again? You know what I mean, but I don't know his following. He's not too big, so I don't know. I hope we hear more from him.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed the listen. So
that artist is Afu Ra.
Afu Ra.
You can see the cover of his album.
Yeah. Okay.
Afu Ra was like
that 90s feel. Probably he had that 90s feel. I feel like he like. I see Snottyman making a 90s fucking kung fu movie.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I mean? And making the soundtrack for it. That's the vibe I get from him.
Yeah.
I think my friend Kenny is going to like Snottyman.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
And he has this cool song on the album called 60 Seconds. Where he has a dope beat, and he just raps on it for fucking 60 seconds.
That Jim Kelly song is...
that might have been my... Power Up's tough.
Power Up's good.
Smoke Weed, Don't Smoke Weed song, but Jim Kelly is a dope
Jim
track.
Kelly is like
very, very dope track.
Yeah, the beat change up, everything, but it is that's dope.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't have a lot to say about these artists, but they were all like pretty good in their own way.
They're
like
solid.
You mentioned, they were just solid.
Yeah, each one. I mean, okay, so 3, 2, 1. How do you rank them? Who gets gold this week? Who gets medal? Who gets silver medal? Who gets gold, silver, and bronze?
My 1, 2, 3 was. Oh, is that
I
gold?
thought I was levitating.
Yeah,
Rapture was coming.
I like that. You know what? During this session, that's what we should play in the background, giving him the 3, 2, 1.
I think I might give. I'm gonna start first. I'm probably gonna give Jelani gold. Here's why. I think I like the most songs from him total.
Oh.
So now that might not be fair to Snottyman because he only put out like one project.
Yeah.
So, but I there's more songs from Trevor and Jelani that I like more than Snottyman just because they have more songs. I'm gonna give. Fuck, this is kind of hard. I'll give Trevor silver.
Yeah.
Because he has some bops.
Okay.
He might have the most bops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does have that.
And then I'll give Snottyman my bronze. But this is not to deter any of them.
Yeah.
I fucked with all 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you got to give Snottyman the 3 from all. I don't know if you're there with him, but a reason why I do that is because he had the least amount of material
exactly
to grade him.
But
it was a good
it
was a good one album.
Yes, agreed.
So I Spitter for me was first because I think after Cyclone is his most recent one, and the other one that we did, How to Fly, was those are his 2 most current.
Yeah, and they're both really good songs.
Yeah, you can hear like
I'll
where
say
he's
this
going.
real quick.
So
if Don't Try This at Home but when had the same vibe as Don't Try This at Home.
Oh,
Travis Spitter probably my number 1.
Yeah,
but because he went so much more poppy in that second thing,
he did.
I prefer Jelani's shit more.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it turns around in 6 months.
Yeah.
But for right now,
Jelani's a young.
They're all good.
Talented.
They're all good.
Yeah.
How about you, man? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Trevor first, but I agree with what you said. The other album wasn't as impactful for me, but overall, he probably has the most bops. songs I added in my playlist. And then I have to, like you guys said, out of respect, put Jelani second, because even though Snotty Man's album is more my style, more vibes, and I like it more, out of respect of Jelani having more music, and then, of course, then having more songs that I like, I'd have to give him the second place.
It's also hard for me to ignore.
Come on, Snotty Man, take first. Take gold.
Come on, you Snotty.
It's also hard for me to ignore Jelani's, though, like his